Hello guys, this is Modest Major here, bringing you some commentary over some 32-1 Capture the Flag gameplay on Relay. I said previously in an earlier commentary that Relay wasn't a map that came up that much, and I didn't particularly enjoy it, and then it comes up again today. It came up a lot last night, actually, and it started to grow on me a little bit, to be honest. I mean, I think a big part of me was comparing it to Dispatch constantly in my head, and I think it just comes up a little bit short compared to that. But actually, it's still a really fun map, there's no denying it, and the fast-paced nature of it suits my playstyle very well, and regen seems to benefit you in a huge way on this map, so that's pretty cool. The gameplay in the background is very fast-paced, I would say, if I may say so myself. We almost come close to losing the game, actually, and I managed to cap the flag twice, I believe, so that basically makes me an objective boss. Whoever says I don't play the objective needs to calm down. Look at this pro-objective play. But actually, truth be told, I actually auto-pick up the flag twice, and I didn't actually mean to, so yeah, I'm a terrible person still. So feel free to leave Major is a terrible person in the comment section. I'm used to it by now. I've grown a thicker skin. You goddamn haters! No, I'm joking. Now, what I wanted to talk about today, though, is armor abilities, and if I could remove one armor ability, what would it be? And I'm going to start off from, like, top to bottom of what my least favourite armor abilities, my most favourite are, to probably my least favourite, and say which one I believe should be removed from the game. So starting off, we'll start with Thruster Pack, and Thruster Pack is quite frankly a armor ability that I love. Thruster Pack, I have no qualm with whatsoever. I mean, quite frankly, it gives you such a strategic advantage, but it also has a high enough skill curve to be able to balance that out, you know. Newer players can't just pick it up and gain all the advantages. Like, quite frankly, when I first started playing this game and tried it out for the first time, I did awful with it, and it's not something that you just pick up and it's like, oh yeah, I gained this easy advantage. In fact, the Thruster Pack distance that it allows you to boost within seems really low at the beginning, and I almost thought it was underpowered by any stretch of the imagination. But once you come to grasp with what it can actually pull off and the strategic maneuvers that it's able to execute, it gets you out of so many dangerous situations and allows you to learn aspects of the map that can severely benefit your Thruster Pack usage, especially on Haven, you know, all the different jumps that people are able to pull off. The reason I don't use it is, quite frankly, because I get myself killed a lot using it, trying to be clever with it, and trying to be smart and show off or whatever, so I just choose not to use it. Next is Regen, of course, most likely my favourite armor ability. Well, it definitely is my favourite armor ability. I just think it promotes a more aggressive playstyle. I could understand how people could take issue with it. I almost do find it overpowered, but I think it has enough negatives to balance the whole playing field out, you know. It heals members of the enemy team. It's if you're still getting shot whilst in that regeneration field, you know, it's not like your shields recharge. Your shields actually recharge pretty darn slow in the regeneration field, actually slower than if you were standing outside of it. It just starts the regeneration field quicker. But once someone shoots you whilst you're in it, it comes to an immediate halt. So I think that kind of you know, makes it a more fair armor ability. Next one is the weapon turret. I'm going to go on this, whatever it's called, the automated sentry turret. I just think it's dumb. I just think it's nothing more than a nuisance. It's not like people can use it strategically in some... Well, people can use it strategically, but for the wrong reasons, because they don't actually have to administer it. You know, all they have to do is make sure they put it in the right place. That's it. Then it will slowly drain people's shields, and it's just nothing more than a nuisance. So, yeah, that's pretty much my opinion on that one. The next one would be Promethean Vision. A lot of people take up issue with this one. I wouldn't say I necessarily do quite as much. I mean, you do have a radar to begin with, you know, as the match starts. I'd say a radar to me is a lot more useful than Promethean Vision. And quite frankly, I like the fact that it's a good tool to be able to use to balance out campers. With armor ability efficiency, where it's able to recharge twice as quickly, that could be a little bit worrying, I suppose, because you're able to get a, you know, a whole map radar rather than just your little mini-map radar, pretty much the entire game. So that could be dangerous, I suppose, but it's not something I get, you know, my panties in a twist about. I'm just a little bit, I don't know, I am a little bit cautious of it, but it's definitely not my least favourite. And my least favourite armor ability is... Jetpack. I hate it. I despise it. I think it's overpowered. I don't think there should be any debate in my mind. It makes the map designers have to design their map in a very specific way in order to be able to work around the idea of jetpack. Top control is no longer as vital, and if top control is too vital on a map, it can completely break it with the inclusion of jetpack. Reach maps had a lot of that feel. I remember Pinnacle, when people used to jetpack above that tower. It used to be so annoying, oh my lord. And although there is a small skill curve in order to be able to, like, you know, keep yourself alive and only use it when exactly necessary, I don't think it's a big enough skill curve to actually validate its use within game. Quite frankly, jetpack, it gives me, it really annoys me, because it like, when they're looking at map remakes of, like, maps from previous Halo games, you always have to consider, well, will jetpack break this map? And, you know, with, like, one of my favourite maps, for example, Construct, I think I mentioned this in my last video, that had, you know, top control was such a significant part of that map's design that you couldn't put that game within matchmaking back into Halo 4. It just wouldn't work, in my opinion. Being able to jetpack without having to use lift, it would just be so stupid. And when you play a map like Haven, when you're able to get to top middle from any single point on the map so easily, when other players have to work to find the most, like, quick and efficient method, whereas jetpack is just like cheat. It's a cheat, and I think, like, the reason people don't get as annoyed is because it is a jetpack, because people look at jetpack and think, wow, it's awesome that you can jetpack. I love jetpack. They're in, like, that was in GTA, wasn't it? Oh, I love it. You know, I'm a spaceman. This is awesome. But it's like, yeah, but look at the balancing of it. It's so damaging in my eyes. And when Reach first came out, it was something that really used to bug me, because so many players used to use it. I just find it a little bit cheap, in my opinion. That's just my opinion over the whole armor abilities escapade. I might have forgotten one of the armor abilities. I didn't actually look intently, but I'm pretty sure I covered all of them. And I hope I didn't come across too negative about jetpacks, but quite frankly, I would much rather see them removed from the game than kept in the game, personally. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. I have been Modest Major. Peace out.